Today, we're going to take a look at Syracuse's pro day. We're going to look at Kyle McCord throw the ball around. I think I got all the clips. All of his throws from today's pro day. We're going to see him push it deep. We're going to see it connect with his wide receivers. And we're going to talk some ball on him. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. Because we're looking at these pro days. We're looking at these practice clips. Soon, rookie camp will be here. And I'll have the practice clips from all the camps. Click that button. Stop missing out. But Kyle McCord's here. Almost 9 minutes of clips. The most I've ever had from a pro day. All Kyle McCord, different angles. Here it is. Just downfield. Right there. Of course, we were at Ohio State last year. We transferred to Syracuse at Ohio State. It was a good time there. We didn't hit on some moments, but it wasn't like we weren't a winning quarterback. We come to Syracuse. We put the stamp on things. Rejuvenated our career. Ohio State fans a little salty losing to Michigan. Syracuse fans loving what they got in the transfer portal. We had a cup of coffee with Nebraska. Interesting career with Kyle McCord. How things came full circle. Now it's his pro day. We're getting ready for the NFL draft. How far will he fall in the NFL draft? Who will pick him up? I think you're looking at a guy with good developmental upside that you can have on the back of your roster that maybe you get the opportunity to promote later on down the road. Maybe this is the diamond in the rough of this year's draft. That's the thing about this. It's like we did something at Ohio State. We went to Syracuse, and that's where we let it up. We were setting records at Syracuse. That's the thing about that. Setting ACC records. We are very productive, on point, accurate, high-end recruit coming out of high school. This is a player that maybe in the back end of the draft lands in the right spot with the right coaching, right development. Maybe he gets his opportunity and maybe showcase what he can do on the field. Maybe we see that. But this is a guy with some accuracy that has a fast release, poise in the pocket. Maybe right situation. Maybe we're maturing too from what we saw from Ohio State to Syracuse. This year was a very good year. Very good season. Played well. Coaching staff loved him. I remember halftime one of the games. They're asking why they had to lead, why they were playing so well. And they go, oh, it's because I got Kyle McCord. Point blank. Stone-faced. Down there. Pretty throws. Pretty throws downfield. Out in front of his wide receivers. Looking good. Feet's good. Back there. Out in front of his guy. Out in front of his guy. Stepping back. Feet good. Just getting it out there. Simple. Pitch and catch should look like pitch and catch. Obviously. Obviously. Here we go. I just happen to run across these clips. Stepping back. Looking. Fires it downfield. Good arm on him. Good arm. Rolling in the pocket. There we are. This could be the late round quarterback that comes out of nowhere on you. This could be the guy. We're trying to figure that out. This is a weird quarterback class that has guys like Will Howard and some other prospects in the back end of it that we're trying to pinpoint as a guy that can just circumvent the odds. I think Kyle McCord might be it, or has the potential to do so, if I really think about it. Because no one's really talking him up that much. They're talking up some of the other guys, like Quinn Ewers. Talking the guy up from Louisville. There's a lot of rumors and stuff about those quarterbacks and a few others. Kyle McCord here was very good at Shrine Game. Very good in the practices. He's lights out. One of the top players there. Throwing the ball around. Getting capped off his career at Syracuse this year. Very good. Very good finish. Right there. Right on the money. And from what I'm reading, all counts, this pro day was good today. And we're seeing most of it right now. I'm surprised I was able to get this much. Usually it's like 3 to 5 throws, a couple catches from the guy we're trying to look at. And then I just keep talking and stretching out. LeQuint Allen's one of my favorite late round running backs, mid round running backs. My favorite gems of this class. I like him a lot. He rumbles good between the tackles, can catch the ball out of the backfield. You see his physique right there. Solid. Then you also got Oronde Gadsden here. We got some solid prospects from Syracuse. Solid prospects here that will help NFL teams. Maybe even some fantasy football teams if they land in the right spot, get their opportunities. LeQuint Allen could be a sneaky play down the line. But Kyle McCord here. Good distributor of the rock. There was questions about his leadership down at Ohio State. Like, they were talking about the momentum in practices. Like, when he'd come out and someone else would come in, it would change. But when he got to Syracuse, it wasn't that way. So another thing, it might be situational. It might be what was going on at OSU. So I'm trying to look at this glass half full. And I'm also trying to look at it half empty as well. With him. There he is. But we did put together a very good season this year. We were very accurate. Showcasing a good arm here. Making it downfield right in front of his wide receivers. Right in front of his wide receivers. Again, reports are saying he had a very good pro day. Feet's looking good. It's looking on point. I get it. No rush. Like a pretend rush. Maybe Ghostman if you want to call it back in the day. Good throw right there. Talking about LeQuint Allen, again, this is one of my favorite gem running backs in this class. Like, if you're looking for a value running back, right in the hands missed. If you're looking for a value running back, yeah, I like him a lot. I like Gadsden, too. I think he's going to be a good value at tight end. I think Syracuse is giving me some good values in this year's draft. There's other guys as well. Those are the main guys I've been focusing on due to fantasy football. But, going back to Kyle McCord. We got our moment at Ohio State. And we had some ups. It wasn't like it was horrific. Ohio State fans will tell you that it was. But we had our moments, too, where it was alright. It looked good. We went to high school with Marvin Harrison Jr. So, what if Marvin Harrison Jr. says, hey, 6th, 7th round, 5th round, whatever, late in the draft. He says, get my guy. He goes to the Cardinals. Kyler Murray gets hurt again. McCord steps in. Good fill-in for Murray whenever he's down. Maybe that could happen. And then you have rapport Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm just daydreaming. But there's potential there. There's other spots where he could go. But again, I'm looking at him starting off as a backup, developing, and potentially getting an opportunity somewhere down the line. I think this is a good draft for backup developmental quarterbacks. I think there's a lot of good developmental backups in this class that has some upside in the right situations. And I think McCord could be the surprise of this draft. I think people are just too scared to do it due to what they saw at Ohio State. But that could be very situational because the quarterback room at Ohio State has always been weird as they were coming out as prospects. Like, think about it. C.J. Stroud hit at the NFL, but nobody was really pegging that during his career. And then we're looking at Justin Fields. His NFL career has been very weird. You look at bunches of them. J.T. Barrett, Cardell Jones. Just keep going down the line. You just keep going down the line with them. You got Will Howard. He might be drafting the same area as Will Howard in the draft. Over Will Howard probably to get drafted ahead of him, but maybe not. Maybe not. McCord, too, is showing a lot more moxie and a lot more confidence now than he did a few years ago. Players can develop and get better. That's the thing about this game. That's the thing about this is a long-term play. And what if he just continues to get... His feet's looking nice. His feet's looking nice. He's looking on point here. And we're looking at Kyle McCord here, going to the NFL draft. Going to be a good value option at the quarterback position with a lot of upside. He's starting to show a little bit more moxie. What if he lands in the right spot and becomes the guy? What if he does? What if he doesn't? I mean, there's no sunk cost invested. He's going to be cheap in the draft. He's going to be very cheap. Mid-round at the highest. Kyle McCord, though. Proven winner, at least. Especially at Syracuse. He beat Cam Ward. He beat Cam Ward, #1 pick in this draft, who will be #1 overall, first quarterback off the board. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.